Hello and welcome to this short video overview of Ashcroft Capital's Value Add Fund Number 3, also known as AVAF3 for short. AVAF3 is a 506c private placement offering for accredited investors. It is a closed-end fund, which means once we close the fund and raise the required amount of capital, no new investors come into the fund and no new properties come into the fund. AVAF3 has 3 institutional-grade multifamily properties in it. All of these properties are located in the high-growth, high-demand Sunbelt markets, starting out with Midtown 501, located in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, which is a submarket of Raleigh-Durham. We then have Halston, Lakeside, and beautiful Sarasota, Florida, and finally Elliott Cocoa Plum in Coconut Creek, Florida, which is a submarket of Fort Lauderdale. As an investor in the fund, you will be diversified across all 3 of these markets and in all 3 of these deals, and our business plan is quite simple. We rebrand, we renovate, and we reposition multifamily properties. This strategy is known as value add. We're adding value to the residents by doing these renovations to the units and the amenities and the clubhouse, making these properties newer, nicer, and safer for our residents. We also add value to our investors by boosting the net operating income on these properties to therefore increase their valuation when it comes time to sell. The fund targets a 5 to 7 year hold period to allow time for these renovations to take place and so that we can stabilize these properties and effectively reposition them. Now, we may sell the fund with all 3 properties in it, or we may sell 1 property at a time as time goes by. At the time of sale, you can elect to 1031 exchange with us into another Ashcroft opportunity or simply cash out. The decision is yours. While a 1031 exchange is never a promise or guarantee, we have historically been able to offer this as an option to our investors. Our average investor is placing about $100,000 into the fund. However, our minimum investment is only $25,000. Now, we do offer a coupon, or what some refer to as a preferred return, to all of our investors. And while a coupon is never a promise or guarantee, it is an alignment of interest where the limited partners are paid before the general partnership. The 2 share classes you can choose from are A or B. Our A shares offer a higher cash flow coupon at 9% annualized, but have limited equity upside participation in the deals, and the A shares are paid before the B shares. Now, the B shares have a lower cash flow that gradually builds year over year, but you do have equity upside participation in the deals if we bought a property and then sold it at a profit years later. It's completely up to you on which share class best suits your needs. Please keep in mind you can invest in both share classes if you choose. Both share classes offer monthly distributions at this time. Both share classes are equity positions and therefore generate a K-1 tax form at the end of the year. It's also worth noting for the B share investors that the more you invest, the more preferential terms you can get in AVAF3. For example, if you invest $100,000 into the fund, this qualifies you for 5% more participation in the equity upside on the deals. If you invest $500,000 or more, this qualifies you for 10% more equity participation on the back end of the deals. And if you invest $1 million or more, this qualifies you for 15% more equity participation in the potential upside when we sell the deals. It's also important to note that these preferential terms and splits for our limited partners actually come out of the profits of the general partnership and not other limited partners. This is simply to help maximize the returns for all of our investors. This is a unique opportunity to invest in AVAF3 right now, as we've already closed all 3 deals and they're cash flow positive. Monthly distributions are being sent out currently. We have lower leverage and debt on these properties compared to previous years, and we have 5-year debt terms on the properties. AVAF3 is offered on a first-come, first-served basis, and we are very close to closing out the fund. So I encourage you to please reach out with any questions you have. We have an amazing team and staff standing by to help answer your questions. When you're ready to invest, simply visit avaf3.com, fill out the commitment form, and we will save you a spot. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this short educational video on Ashcroft Capital's Value Add Fund 3. I'm Travis Watts, the Director of Investor Development, and we look forward to partnering with you.